Hello and welcome to your weekly dose of stepping up and being future ready. You are only confined to the walls you build for yourself. So let's get ready and always have the courage and strength to dream big and achieve greater heights. The highlights of today's capsule are: second vaccination drive begins in India. PM Modi urges nation to start a 100-day campaign for conserving water. India sending humanitarian assistance to drought-hit Madagascar. Table tennis sensation Anna Hersey set to help US President Joe Biden fight climate crisis. Vinesh Phogat beats former world champion to win gold at Ukraine wrestling event. It's time to begin with the news from India.
India's second phase of vaccination has begun, with anyone over the age of 60 eligible for getting the vaccine. Those aged between 45 and 59 can also get it if they give medical documents supporting their at-risk status. Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself has taken the vaccination along with several other politicians to show the public that there's nothing to worry about in the vaccination process. Other notable names who have taken the vaccine are Infosys co-founder N.R. Narayan Murthy, head coach of the Indian cricket team Ravi Shastri, and Chief Ministers of Bihar and Orissa Nitish Kumar and Naveen Patnaik.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has called for a 100-day campaign to clean up water bodies and thus prepare them for rainwater harvesting before the monsoon hits. Many parts of India face water shortages in the peak of summer, and with groundwater also becoming a scarcity, rainwater harvesting is one of the best methods to ensure a healthy water supply, as it conserves water right from the source, rain. So, Igraspers, ask your teachers and parents whether your homes and schools have rainwater harvesting plans, as starting early can be beneficial for everyone.
India is sending a consignment of 1,000 metric tons of rice and 100,000 hydroxychloroquine tablets to Madagascar in response to the East African country's appeal for assistance to deal with the humanitarian crisis triggered by severe drought. The humanitarian assistance was delivered on board Indian naval ship Jaleshwa, which left with the food and medical assistance last week and is expected to reach Madagascar between March 21 and 24.
Igraspers, during the lockdown, we told you about Captain Tom Moore, who helped raise funds during the pandemic. The 100-year-old war veteran sadly passed away in early February, and to honor him, Britain gave him a nationally televised state funeral this week. Captain Moore helped in raising £33 million for healthcare facilities by completing 100 lens in his garden before his 100th birthday. He was a true inspiration for everyone, and his death will be mourned by the entire world.
The Indian Space Research Organisation, or ISRO for short, launched several satellites out of the Sriharikota spaceport in Andhra Pradesh. While these 18 satellites were launched, a powerful imaging satellite was delayed indefinitely due to an undisclosed technical problem. Once it is launched, this satellite will be able to provide high-resolution imagery and will be able to last 7 years. Did you know, Igraspers? Satellites in space have allowed technological innovations such as GPS tracking as well as geotagging. Without these, our world would be extremely disconnected.
Anna Hersey is a 14-year-old table tennis prodigy who at the age of 11 became the youngest ever to compete at the Commonwealth Games in 2018. When she's not competing at the highest level, she is also a deeply concerned climate activist and regularly advocates about the dangers of climate change. US President Joe Biden seems to have taken notice of this, and his office has contacted Hersey's parents, inviting the 14-year-old to work with the administration to combat the climate crisis. Anna Hersey said she was, quote, really excited about the opportunity to work directly with the president. Now that's an inspiration. Won't you agree, Igraspers?
An iceberg the size of Crater London broke from the Antarctic ice shelf. It measured 1,270 kilometers and housed a research station. In 2017, the researchers noticed the cracks widening from the ice sheet, so they moved the station further inland. While the icebergs have often been referred to as breaking up of continent because of natural reasons, but now these natural reasons are being accelerated by the climate change. The danger of the climate change is threatening all over the world and rising the sea and ocean levels and threatening the coastal cities and towns.
The Khelo India Winter Games second edition concluded this week, with participants all over India coming to participate in several winter sports such as skiing, ice hockey, figure skating and speed skating. This year's games were held in Gulmarg in Jammu and Kashmir, and it was the second edition of the event. The first edition was held in 2020 in Leh and was started due to the success of the Khelo India Youth Games, which got youth all over India to participate in several sporting events. So Igraaspers, which winter sport would you like to get into? Let us know in the comment section below.
Tiger Woods, who is currently recovering in hospital following surgery for a serious leg injury after a horrific car crash, was touched to see both players and fans honoring him by wearing his iconic red and black outfit at the World Golf Championships. Several pro golfers, such as Rory McIlroy and Phil Mickelson, wore Tiger Woods' iconic color combination to honor the golfing great. Woods said that this gesture is truly helping him recover from his injuries and that he was extremely touched by all the love and support he was receiving.
Indian wrestler Vinesh Fogart beat the 2017 wrestling champion V. Khaled Zinskir to win the gold medal in Kiev. Due to the coronavirus pandemic, this was the first tournament that Fogart was participating in, who has also qualified for the Tokyo Games. The next tournament for Vinesh is in Italy, where she will be competing with several other Indian wrestlers who will also be appearing in the Tokyo Games. We here at Igraasp would like to congratulate her on her success and wish her all the best for future tournaments.
The Golden Globe Awards are accolades presented for excellence in film and American television. This year, the 78th Golden Globe Awards were held virtually on March 1st. The Crown, which is a historical drama series based on the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, won 4 awards. The Best Film Award went to Nomadland, which is an American drama film. The celebrations were watered down this year, owing to the pandemic. However, it did not fall short of glitz, glamour, and grandeur. The stars and celebrities sported the best gowns and suits while attending the virtual Golden Globe Award ceremony.
The word of the week is annals, which means a record of events occurring in a particular year. Coronavirus added 2020 to the annals of pandemic years.
Spike, the sniffer dog with the bomb detection and disposal squad of Nasik City Police, received a heartwarming farewell after 11 years of meritorious service. The video of the farewell went viral, featuring Spike with a garland around his neck, sitting on the police vehicle with the police squad applauding for him. Bravo, Spike! We're proud of you and salute you for your service to India.
The riddle of the week is: I have one eye and yet I cannot see. What am I? I am a needle.
Every year, birds flock to warmer places during the winter to escape the cold. This has baffled many scientists who have been unable to explain this phenomenon till now. New research, however, suggests that birds use the magnetic field of the earth to find their way back home. It has been suggested in a study that this magnetic field forms a grid, which helps birds find exact locations they have been to. Isn't that fascinating, Igraspers? To know that birds have their own version of Google Maps in their head is quite cool.
Can you guess who? This Indian female boxer won a bronze medal in the 2012 Summer Olympics. She is also the only boxer to become the first Asian amateur boxing champion for a record 6 times. She was the first Indian female boxer to win a gold medal in the Asian Games in 2014 and the gold in 2018 Commonwealth Games. Yes, you guessed it. She is MC Mary Kom. Did you know that she was awarded the Padma Vibhushan in 2020?
Did you know that planet Jupiter has 79 known moons? Of these, the 4 largest moons were discovered by Galileo Galilei. These are Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto.
Quiz time! How many moons does planet Mercury have? Send your answers to contact us at igraasp.com. Answer for the last week's quiz. The art of cultivating miniature trees is called bonsai. This certificate of appreciation is presented to Dhanvi Khandelwal of Lotus Valley International School, Noida, for successfully participating in the weekly quiz on India's leading news capsule for tweens, Igraasp.
Dear Igraaspers, this week let's find out how the sea became salty. This book by Sudha Murthy, whose writing style is adorable, is set a long time ago. The story begins when the seawater was sweet and drinkable. Eventually, it turns salty. But why? What has the selfish woman Leela done that turned the water salty? Read this tale of mystery and intrigue to discover the truth. Share your findings on igraasp.com/iClub.
This brings us to the end of our news wrap. Go within every day and find the inner strength so that the world will not blow your candle out. Until we meet again, take a minute out each day to meditate on happy, positive, and peaceful thoughts. See you next week.